review for the Sugarland Express, Steven Spielberg's first theatrically released movie. So this is an interesting movie. I, obviously have heard about it, Steven Spielberg. I've never watched it. It stars Goldie Hawn, Ben Johnson, Michael Sachs, William Atherton. Basically, Goldie Hawn and William Atherton are like the stars. And yeah, I liked the movie. I mean, I didn't think it was, the best Spielberg movie or anything, but it's pretty entertaining. I probably won't watch it again ever, but I did like it. William Atherton is actually likable in this movie. He's very young, and which is crazy because almost all the movies I've seen William Atherton in, he's not likable at all. I mean, like, he's in obviously Die Hard, Ghostbusters. But basically, William Atherton is in, it's not jail, it's like post-jail kind of probation center where people can visit you and you can have your kids visit you. Goldie Hawn just got out of jail too. She has a kid. The state took away the kid from her, so she's angry about that. She goes to visit William Atherton and she basically breaks him out because she's like, "Well, we got to go get our kid." Even though he's like, "I only have 4 months left, like, and then I'll meet up with you." And she's like, "No, you have to do it now." So she's like kind of like, she's a little crazy in this. Because like that would probably get you thrown back in jail for years. But she breaks them out, and then they're on their way and they get a ride with these old folks. But the guy is going incredibly slow on the road. He like can't drive. And then they get pulled over by a cop, and then Goldie Hawn freaks out and jumps in the driver's seat while they're outside the car, the old folks, and then drives the car. And then then basically the rest of the movie is a chase movie. It's in Texas. It's called Sugarland Express because they're going to a city called Sugarland, which their kid is at. And then they end up crashing the car. A cop comes by. They end up getting his gun. They take him hostage, and for the rest of the movie, it's them two and then the cop. And yeah, it's an entertaining movie. It's interesting to watch, to see Spielberg. His first movie is Duel, really, but that was a TV movie. This is a theatrical movie. The budget was $3 million, box office $12 million. So it made its money back. It's like a little hit. And yeah, there's definitely a Bonnie and Clyde movie. It's Bonnie and Clyde, but they're like better people, I'd say, because they don't want to hurt anyone. They don't really want to hurt the cop, but they do, threaten him many times. And then the rest of the movie is this kind of chase. It's like a crazy movie. Bunch of cop cars behind him. They keep talking to him through the radio, but she won't stop. She's totally delusional that like she's going to be able to get her kid. William Atherton's kind of like, okay, this isn't really going to work out, but I'll try. And then their plan is to go to Mexico after, because they're right by the border. And then the slow chase, and the car runs out of gas, but she forces the Captain Tanner to push the car to a gas station because they have the guns and they're pointing it at the cop in the car. So they fuel up and they keep going. They stop for fried chicken and they're eating it. Captain Tanner then gets some Texas Rangers who are snipers, and he's gonna kill them, but they're not able to shoot him because it's night. There ends up being a crash, and they lose all the cops, and they're gonna steal another car, but then they get found out. But it's a pretty dark ending too. This is all spoilers. I mean, the movie came out a long time ago. There ends up being a crash, and they lose them. But yeah, the ending's very dark because the snipers, obviously like they move the kid from the foster house. They go to the foster house, and William Atherton ends up getting shot and killed. He didn't really want to get out of the car, but Goldie Hawn's like, "Go get our son." But he's like, even the cops that's with them actually starts to kind of be their friend and befriends them and likes them. And he's like, "Look, like this isn't right. They're not just gonna give you the kid." He's like, like don't go in there. Like they're gonna kill you. And William Atherton's like, yeah, maybe we should just leave. And then Goldie Hawn's like, "No, go get our son." He gets out of the car. He ends up getting shot. He gets back in the car. He lives for a little bit. Tries to drive through, south of the border, but yeah, he ends up dying. Goldie Hawn gets arrested. So yeah, like I'm not a massive Goldie Hawn fan, but I think she's really good in this. So, but Spielberg gives it 3.5 out of 4 stars. It's a dumb thing to do, but they do it anyways. Oh yeah, could you smash that like button for me? It'd be great. It really helps the channel. And then Ebert says they're both only 25, but they serve time. Now the state has taken away their 2-year-old boy and given him to a foster family. So she helps him break out of jail. Then they hijack a highway patrol car, complete with highway patrolmen, and lead a parade across Texas and attempt to get the kid back. Yeah. Definitely some of the camera work reminds me of Spielberg. It is John Williams doing the score. Like there's a scene where they like go through a parade and there's a bunch and they kind of become like Bonnie and Clyde, so everyone loves them. There's a bunch of people that are like, here, have this, have some money, have here's a toy for your kid. Like that scene definitely reminded me of like some of Spielberg's later work, like in Jaws and stuff. Just like this small town kind of feel. There's like a shot when like after Atherton gets shot, I think they have like a little bear toy, and Goldie Hawn I think's angry and she throws it out the window. And then Spielberg kind of focuses on the bear toy, the teddy bear, and a bunch of cops are going by in the background. That definitely was like, man, that's very, it's like some shots, it's just like, man, that just feels so Spielberg. It's so Spielberg. But yeah, he gave it 3.5 out of 4. The whole kidnapping turns into some kind of public relations event. The chase is led by a decent man, Ben Johnson, who has never killed anyone in 18 years on the force and would like to preserve his record. But hot on his heels are literally hundreds of others. Local county and state cops, freelance amateurs, even a couple of troopers who came over from Louisiana for the fun. TV news mobile units infiltrate the caravan at every opportunity. The fugitives and their hostages become less important. Finally, then ending the parade and saving face, and that reminds me of a 1951 Billy Wilder movie, The Big Carnival, also known as Ace in the Hole, in which a man is trapped in a cave and the news coverage of the events becomes self-serving and exploitative. The movie was based on a real event too, and why wouldn't it? It also took place in Texas. As the caravan plies across hundreds of miles of Texas on its way to Sugarland and the foster home, a kind of camaraderie goes between the trooper, Michael Sachs, and the husband, William Atherton. The trooper has only been on the force for 9 months, but he's level-headed enough to know what his kidnappers don't want to kill. They don't want to kill anyone. There are poignant scenes in which the husband learns how to speak in police jargon, and when the trooper explains the techniques behind high-speed chases. If the movie finally doesn't succeed, that's because Spielberg has paid too much attention to all those police cars and all the crashes they get into. Yeah, I mean, you can maybe cut a little bit of that, but it's just kind of the ridiculousness of the situation. You're kind of just laughing with the Spielberg, and not enough to personalize the personalities of his characters. We get to know these 3 people just enough to want to know them better. We're burdened instead with countless telephoto shots of squad cars, but the movie has its moments, and when the fugitive parade down the main street are presented with gifts by their newly made fans. We admit, yes, that's the way celebrity works in America, no matter what you're known for. Yeah, that scene's great when they're going through the parade. I was like, man, this movie's pretty crazy. But yeah, if you haven't seen it, I'd recommend it. You know, it's like, I don't know, like an hour or 50 minutes or so. It's really not that long of a movie. Okay, and this review was from 1974. So this is before Steven Spielberg was Steven Spielberg, you know. And then after this, he made Jaws, I think. So this got him Jaws. Yeah, but yeah, it kind of got a dark ending because, you know, William Atherton dies. Which I was kind of surprised, actually. I was like, he's not going to kill him, is he? It's like, I don't know, because, you know, it's Spielberg. But yeah, he does. Boom, gets shot in the chest, and then he dies like 5 minutes later. Gets shot by a sniper rifle by a Texas Ranger. So, but yeah, if you haven't seen it, you know, definitely recommend it. It's kind of interesting, too, because Duel is a movie where a guy's in a car almost the whole time. And in this, Goldie Hawn and Atherton and the trooper are in a car being chased the whole time. And then Jaws is kind of a chase movie too in some ways, except they're on a boat, but that's like the last third of the movie, but still. It's just a little strange. It's like these three movies, there's definitely some connective tissue, I would say, to them. The score was okay. Like, they use a lot of songs from the time and a lot of stuff that's over the radio. I didn't really hear a lot of the stuff John Williams would become very famous for. For me, that's kind of starts with Jaws. So, like, I'm not saying the score's bad or anything. I was just kind of like, at the end it said, oh, John Williams. I was like, oh, okay, so this is John Williams. There's nothing that stands out that much from Williams in this, I would say. Yeah, just want to do a quick review for this. I watched it because it's Spielberg, and if you haven't seen it, you know, I definitely recommend it. I probably agree with that. 3.5 out of 4 stars. Maybe I'd give it 3, but yeah, maybe 3.5. Around there. Like 3.2. Or something. But anyways, yeah, I think that's about it though. See you next time.